Now students, I want you all to open worksheet 13 in your student reader. Open page number 13 in your student reader 1. We will read a story there, which is a phonics story. I will count down till 5. Open student reader 1, page number 13. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will read this story. After that, you have to read this independently. And we know how we read blend sounds. Let's start reading this. Fr and k. Fr and k. Frank. Frank likes to draw. Frank likes to draw. He draws a frog. 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 He draws a frog. A green frog. He draws a fruit. He draws a frog. He also draws things that his friends like. Now, I will give you 5 minutes to read this story again independently. You are going to read this on your own. Students, let us move to whole word section. Today we will learn some new whole words. So my first new whole word is decide. Say the word decide. One more time, decide. Now let us look at the word and some examples. So my new word is decide. Let us look at one example. Tia and Priya decide to go to Colombo. Tia and Priya decide to go to Colombo. What will come here? Did you decide what to eat? Did you decide what to eat? Now, let us look at our next whole word. My next new whole word is reach. Repeat, reach. One more time, reach. Let us see the word and some of its examples. My next new whole word is reach. They reach Sri Lanka and people welcome them. They reach Sri Lanka and people welcome them. What will come here in the blank? Now I know how to reach school. Now I know how to reach school. Let us look at the next whole word. My next new whole word is ready. Say that, ready. One more time, ready. Let us look at the whole word and some examples of the new word. My next new whole word is ready. What is the example? They are ready to get into water. They are ready to get into water. What will come here? I am ready to go on a holiday. I am ready to go on a holiday. Students, now in our reading and listening section, I want you all to open worksheet 10. We will do question number 2. This is on worksheet 10 and worksheet 11. I will count down till 5. Open worksheet 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So students, here worksheet 10 we will do reading comprehension. What is question number 2 saying? Read the story below and draw conclusions. We have seen how we draw conclusions by looking at the image, by observing the characters, and then we draw the conclusion. So first, let us read the story together, and then you will draw conclusion based on this story. Read along with me. Suki is from Japan. She came to my house last year. We write letters to each other now. Do you know what Suki wears? She wears a kimono. Do you know what she eats? She likes to eat sushi. Do you know she can do magic? She can join broken cups. She says people call it kintsugi in Japan. She says people call it kintsugi in Japan. Now students, let us move to question number 1 here on worksheet 11. What is the question saying? Look at the picture and tick the correct conclusion. You have 2 images and some sentences given with each image. I want you to look at the picture and tick what will be the correct conclusion for both these pictures. Now students, let us do worksheet 12, question number 1 and 2. I will count down till 5. Open worksheet 12. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So students, here in reading comprehension, you can see there are 2 questions. Complete the following sentence. Which country would you like to visit? This is asking about you. So you have to write answer about your choice. The second question, read the underlined word and circle its meaning. There are 2 sentences and in both the sentence there is one underlined word. She can join broken cups. Broken is underlined. And there are 2 options given. You have to circle the meaning. Now let us check all our answers. So this was the worksheet which was about making conclusions, drawing conclusions. The first one is, she is joining the cups. The second, she will eat food. You also have marked the same answers. Let's see next one. Which country would you like to visit? This can be any country of your choice. So every answer is a right answer. Let us see the meaning of the underlined words. The underlined word is broken, which means in many pieces. So she can join broken cups. Broken is something which is in many pieces. Second, she says people call it kintsugi. So call means to give a name. So kintsugi is a name given. That's why it is call. Students, in our grammar section today, we will learn about common and proper nouns. Before we begin, I want you to answer what is a common noun and what is a proper noun? I will give you 30 seconds to think and then tell what is a common and proper noun. We will check this together. So, a common noun is a name of any person, animal or thing, and a proper noun is a specific person, animal or thing. Let's see the differences. So first, I want you to draw this table in your notebook. Draw the table and label it as common noun and proper noun. You will find out the nouns in each sentence. Think if that noun is a common noun or a proper noun. Then write that word under the right column. So we have drawn this table here. Now, in this table, you will first find out nouns in each sentences. Then, when you have found out the noun, you have to think if that noun is a common noun, any name of a person, place or thing, or a proper noun, a specific name of a person, place or thing. Then you have to write that word under the right column. So we have discussed that a common noun is name of any person, place or thing, and a proper noun is specific name. For example, when I say I live in a city, city is a common noun. It can be name of any city. It can be any city that I am living in. But if I say I live in Bengaluru, Bengaluru is the name of a proper city. It's a specific city that I am talking about. So Bengaluru will be a proper noun. In the same way, you have 4 sentences on your screen and I want you to find noun and then write whether that noun is a common noun or a proper noun in the table. Let us see the answers. So here, a river is a common noun. It is name of any river. But when I say Ganga, Ganga is a proper noun. I am talking about a specific river. School is a common noun. City is a common noun. America is proper noun. Pune is proper noun because these are names of specific cities or places. Why are some words starting with capital letters while others are beginning with small letters? For example, in first sentence, the word Ganga starts with a capital G. Whereas if I say in the third sentence, city, city doesn't start with a big letter. It doesn't start with a capital letter. Why? Why do you think is this the difference? All the nouns that begin with a capital letter are proper nouns. Proper noun talks about a particular person, animal, place or thing. That is why they begin with a capital letter. Did you observe here? Ganga is a proper noun. It is talking about a particular river. That's why it is starting with a capital G.